Hi everybody, it's Crystal, or as my channel says, Chris Johnso. And I just went to my appointment today, and this is my last appointment before I have my surgery on July 20th. Basically, this appointment was just to go over like what to expect pre-op, what to expect post-op, and just about nutrition and any other questions that anybody in the class had. So just to start my day off, it already started off on the wrong foot. I left over an hour early to get to my appointment on time, and of course there had to be an accident. There was a motorcycle accident, so I ended up being half an hour late to my class. I was the last one there, of course. Everybody else already there, so I walked in all late. And once again, my case manager was not happy with me. She was very irritated, and she pulled me to the side. I had to walk back out the class, and I got scolded a little bit. Basically, she was telling me, if this was your surgery day, it would have got canceled. You need to account for things like this. So, whatever. I was a little bit late. Like, I can't help it. There was an accident. It was like sit still traffic, but I made it. I got to finish the rest of the class, and I just had to stay after class. I got in trouble, so I had to stay after class, and she basically just gave me the whole overview of the stuff that I missed, but it wasn't anything I didn't already know, so it was no big deal. What can you do? So basically what we talked about in the class was, the day of the surgery, the night before. Basically they want you to take milk of magnesia, like 2 or 3 tablespoons between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. And then it's just clear liquids for, the day. And then after midnight, you can't eat or drink anything till after your surgery. When you get there in the morning, they want you to check in. You got to pay your copay, all that good stuff, and can't have any of your jewelry in. If you have any piercings, those have to be out. Just basic stuff that everybody pretty much knows. And then after surgery, they really stress they want you up and walking. Like at least 2 hours after surgery, they want you moving. So they said that walking pretty much cures everything. It'll help with your pain, help with your gas, help with if you have anything in your lungs. It'll help you kind of recover from the anesthesia, and prevent blood clots too. So they really want you up and walking. They stress that a lot. You walk around the hospital after your procedure. And they also gave us one of these. This is an incentive spirometer. And basically, this is supposed to help you get all that stuff out of your lungs and all that stuff out of your chest. And you're supposed to blow in it 10 times in an hour. 10 times every hour. That's a lot because this thing is kind of hard to do. There's like a little indicator, and you have to inhale, and it makes this little thing float up, and you have to keep it up for at least 6 seconds. It was kind of hard. We were doing it in class today, and we were all practicing. It's not that easy, so I'm gonna have to work on this before surgery day. So we got that. We talked to the nutritionist, and she just basically talked about our supplements, how very, very important they are, and how we have to make sure that we time them out appropriately because there's certain ones that you can't take together. For instance, calcium and iron, because the calcium will block the iron absorption, so you have to take the iron 2 hours after the calcium, and then you have to check the dosages because you might have to take one pill 3 times a day as opposed to another pill 2 times a day. So they just really wanted you to be organized and have your schedule made out so that when you get home, you don't have to think about it, that you'll have it all ready, and you can start planning your days when you take your supplements and all that good stuff. Also, she gave us these little plastic cups, and these are to show just how much we are going to be consuming. So this little cup, it's like almost like the size of a shot glass, maybe a little bit smaller. This is an ounce, and so because we're going to be getting used to drinking fluids again, they want us to drink 30 of these throughout the day. 30 of them, these little ounce things. So that's going to be kind of difficult, but I guess that's to get the ball rolling and get you used to sipping fluids really slowly and trying to get as much as you can, even though your pouch is still healing and the whole process is still brand new. This right here, this is basically how much we're going to be eating. This little tiny cup. This is about 2 ounces, and this is what my meals are going to be looking like from now on, which is pretty shocking because this is like what I used to put ranch in to dip my regular food in, but now this is going to be how much I'm consuming, at least for the first couple of months. So that's, it's a small amount. And basically, they were just telling us little tips, using smaller forks and using smaller plates to help you take small bites. Don't eat in front of the TV. Sit at the table. You can't drink 15 minutes before you eat. You can't drink another hour till after you eat. Just little tips like that. Using the small plates, which made a lot of sense. The way she explained it was, if you're only eating this amount of food and you put this on a big plate, your mind's a tricky thing, and it's gonna see this tiny amount of food on that small plate, and even if you can't hold more food, your mind's gonna say, this is not enough, I'm still hungry, and you're gonna want to eat more. But if you put it on a plate that is more proportional to the size of the food that you're putting on it, your mind's gonna look at that and see that it takes up most of the plate, and you're gonna feel more satisfied, which makes sense. It was a good tip. And on top of that, I guess even when you are full, fullness feels different with the pouch rather than how it does with the stomach. You're not going to have that same like full feeling. You're just going to have you're just going to basically know when to stop, because if you take the extra bite, that extra bite might just be the one to put you over the top and you'll start vomiting or feel really nauseous. So they basically taught us how to just eat in moderation and how to just really be mindful of how much the amounts that we're eating, since that feeling of hunger isn't going to be the same and that feeling of fullness isn't going to be the same. So, yeah. That's basically what today was about. Oh, and then after our classes, we had to go see a nurse practitioner. And she basically just took our blood pressure, did a final physical, temperature, all that good stuff, and just went over like our medications that if you're taking anything like for blood pressure or diabetes, that you'll be resuming it after the surgery. Stuff like that. It's just a long day, a lot of information. But it was a great day because this means that, the countdown has begun. It's almost time for surgery, and I'm so excited. I'm not even nervous. Like, I just feel so good about it. I'm really, really excited. And yeah, so I'm going to cut the video off right now because I want to show you some of the stuff that I bought today, and I know I'm not going to have enough time. So I'm going to start another video and show you a little bit of the stuff that I got today. So check you later.